I'm Sarah, and every day my life revolves around design. This is my journal of what's happening right now in my world as a creator, an entrepreneur, a partner, and a mom. And I'm sharing it with you. So let's go. Today is another chapter in my design life.
Okay, quick update back at the island and doing a little check-in on how things are going. As you can see, the roof behind me is coming along really well. And so we're getting close to sheeting, but it's amazing. I went away for a few days and we have a proper roof now. Very exciting.
A new roof is very exciting because it means I get to pick out what goes underneath. As in, a new floor. Have some water.
Oh, thank you.
Why don't we talk about some flooring? What you got?
So these are all vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
They look like wood, but this is vinyl has come a long way.
Yep.
So especially after your show.
I know,
You've
everybody.
made it very popular.
I've made vinyl like a hot new trend. Yeah. Love it. So this is the one I used, right?
Yes, that's the one you used.
Okay. I like this, but I'm thinking I want something lighter. It used to be a screen porch. It is now going to be a room. Dead simple install. It's a box of a room. It is summer only.
So this is good enough.
Last time you installed this for me, it went in so fast, it blew my mind. It was, I think, less than an hour and a half for the entire install.
This installation, anybody can really do it. You just need a knife, a straight edge, you snap it and go.
No nails, no glue.
No glue.
You just need a perfectly level floor.
Yes.
So this is nice. And I think this is nice. Would these be your top two choices if I wanted a lighter look?
Yes, I think these two choices are probably the closest.
These are the best.
Yeah.
All right, so leave it with me and I'm going to choose one of these.
Okay.
Thanks, Tom. I really appreciate it. And back on the island.
We're just gonna go in and check out what's happening with the screen porch. It's just now got waterproofing membrane on it and a whole bunch of stuff, but it's very exciting because we have our framing inspection tomorrow, so we've got a bit of a ways to go. This is the best part right here. We can finally see up to the new ceiling.
And we're gonna see a whole lot more in a second.
What a great volume of space that's going to be. Sarah's going to be very pleased when she sees this.
Well, this seemed to work out well. What do you think? I think you have it done in no time.
I've got good news for a change.
You often have good news. It's not that big a change.
Here?
Well,
You're not supposed to be here. You don't.
Well, I've got this business I've got to run that doesn't involve construction. But I talked to Andrew about the windows.
Yes.
And he's going to do us a favor and get them installed next week, which is awesome.
What day next week?
Probably midweek, so probably Wednesday.
If the windows go in Wednesday, the floor is happening on Friday.
Okay.
So the floor will go in Friday, and then it'll only take, I don't even know if it'll take an hour. Remember the last time they did it? They put in the vinyl floor, it was an hour and a half.
It was so fast.
I know, it's so cool how fast it
They're
goes
going to
down.
spend 6 hours driving and getting to and from the location.
And it will take 15 minutes to install it.
This steel plate for the beam has just arrived, and the inspector is showing up in about an hour, so it should give us just enough time to get this up, bolted in, and then hopefully the light will be done. All right, let's get cracking.
Let's do it. Yeah. Yeah, I got it. So am I.
Yeah, it's going to come to you about an inch. Okay, so the inspector was just here and says that everything up there looks great. We're good to put windows in tomorrow. So it's about 3 o'clock and the inspector pointed out something which was very helpful, so we called the engineer, which is the windows are going in here tomorrow and we need a heavy-duty bracket here. So now what I need to do is find someone who can make the brackets in time for the time that I go and pick up the window guys at 7 a.m. at Buttonville Airport tomorrow, have them manufactured tonight so we can bolt them on as soon as the guys get here. Otherwise, we can't put the windows in tomorrow, or we can put them in, but then we have to take them out, which isn't very good. So, wish me luck.
Hopefully, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, or at least a couple of lamps. Ever wondered what happens after 5 at the office? Well, It's the last day before I leave to go and start installing things on the island. I've got a whole bunch of accessories. We're stockpiling everything. We're doing inventory, and these lamps are just a teeny bit not the right color. So we've painted them in latex, and I'm just giving them a quick DIY sanding to see if I can make them look exactly as I want. And I'm not sure that I've succeeded. Oh, but I did get dust. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's good luck. I don't know, did I improve them? That remains to be seen. You'll know whether or not this worked if you see these in the cottage in the final reveals. Well, here's the good thing. Between the before and the after, they're not worse, right? They look better than they did before. They look better than they did when they were fully painted. And I think they have a good rustic texture now. You know what happens when I start DIYing? I just can't stop. So I bought this pair of lamps online, totally love them, great shape. They're $130 each. Great, great price. The only problem is this bit of gold. Can't really have gold at the cottage. So you know what I'm gonna do? We're just gonna go like this. Those of you who were around in the 80s, this does not apply to millennials. You might remember sponge painting. I remember sponge painting. And it was a good thing back then. This is how we're gonna sponge paint in 2019 with a very light touch. Look at that. Gold, no gold. I still get the color variation. Part of the thing for me when I'm buying lamps, when I'm thinking about a project, if you're doing an entire house project, you always have to think about what you need and how many of things you need. And I can guarantee you always need more table lamps than you think you do. So I can't tell you that I know 100% what room they're gonna go in, but we like to just try them in a bunch of different spaces. Since sometime late yesterday afternoon, Alex had to take a boat, a plane, a car, pick up the brackets at the secret drop-off point, our friend Ed's mailbox, drive back to the hangar, get the plane fixed, then sleep.
No time to snooze now. Yeah. Gotta get your groove on. Yeah.
Then fly to the city to pick up the window installers by 7 a.m. and get all the way back to the island before 9 a.m. Buddy did it.
And we were super lucky because we were able to get the window brackets, and there they are, installed, and it's just 9 o'clock. How about that? That's pretty awesome. These windows will come in and this room will be totally different by the end of the day.
Go this way.
Whoa, look at this! Took the guys only an hour to put this whole thing down. After the long road we've had and the challenges with rod and all that, this is a really nice feature to have. And suddenly we're getting some nice gratification for all that hard work. All right, stay tuned for the next fun stuff. This is awesome. Wow.
I can't wait to see it next time.